Roku versus Firestick. Which is better? This is a common question that many people looking to cut the cord on cable and switch to a streaming service have.
Both are priced at around $50, but are often on sale for $40 or less. We have used both Roku and the Firestick and do see some important differences. Amazon wants to be the place you go to watch TV. Because of that, it offers access to every streaming app out there. This is great, but because they like to point you toward particular content, it makes their home screen busier than Roku's and harder to navigate.
Yeah, and that's just one difference between these two popular streaming devices. Let's dive into the Amazon Fire TV Stick versus Roku debate with a review of the Roku streaming stick to help you decide which is the best streaming stick for you. Now, Roku sells a variety of players and TVs. We'll cover them very briefly here, but we're going to focus our attention on the dongle option for both Roku Streaming Stick and Amazon Fire Stick. But briefly, the main three are the Roku Express 4K Plus, and the Roku Streaming Stick Plus. And there's also a Roku Ultra. They range in option from $30 to $100, but are often on sale for $10 less. If streaming 4K content is important to you, you'll want to go with a player other than the Express since it only allows you to stream HD content.
The main difference between the other three players is the long-range wireless capability. The more you spend, the farther away from your wireless router you'll be able to plug in your Roku streaming stick and still get a clear picture. We have the Streaming Stick Plus and think it offers the best mix of features for what most people need to stream. We have done an unboxing video of this streaming device where we cover it in depth, so please watch that for more information.
Yeah, but covering it quickly, it's important to touch on the remotes because they are different. As you can see, this is the Roku remote, this is the Fire Stick remote. They're different, and it may cause you to come down on one side or the other in the Fire Stick versus Roku debate. Now, the Roku remote has buttons for some of the most popular streaming services like Netflix, Disney+, Hulu, and Sling built right into it. So if you sign up for any of those, you'll be able to get into them and start watching shows with the push of just one button. Now, it's very portable, it's easy to take with you, and you can use it with any TV, either in your home or when you're on the road. There's a built-in microphone in the remote, so you can activate the Roku remote with your voice. The volume and mute buttons are on the side of the remote, which we found to be a bit cumbersome, particularly when you're watching TV in a dark room. And because there are more buttons on the Roku remote, it's not as simple as the one that comes with the Amazon Fire Stick, which, as you can see, it just has the buttons right on the face here. This is how you select things. Volume is right on the front, so if you grab the remote in a dark room, you're not going to mute it on accident.
Yeah, we do appreciate the simplicity of the Amazon remote, and it has a voice activation built into it as well. It is missing those streaming service buttons Nicole touched on, though, so depending on which streaming service you have, you may find the Roku remote a better option for you. Now let's move on to what it's like to watch TV on Roku. The Roku interface is really intuitive and easy to use. You have your home screen, which you can get to anytime by pressing the house icon on the remote. Then, based on the interests you noted during setup, you'll see categories like Featured Free, Movies, TV, Store, and more over on the left-hand side. During the setup process, Roku will ask you to create an account. This is free, but is something you'll have to do to use Roku. You can only have one account per Roku device and cannot have multiple profiles within that account. However, you can create however many profiles the various streaming services allow within them while using Roku. So while you can only have one Roku account, you can have multiple Netflix profiles, for example, and access all of them through Roku. On the left side of the home screen, you'll see options to further filter content. When one of these sections is selected, more content will appear on the right side of the screen. You'll also see some of those preferences in the My Feed screen. If there's something you subscribe to or want to try and you don't see it in these options, click on the Streaming Channels tab to add more channels like Tubi or Paramount Plus or any of the other streaming services we've reviewed.
Now, Roku is going to fill this space with titles it thinks you will find most interesting. Since we told it which streaming services we're signed up for, those display there, along with free TV streaming services like Tubi and Vudu, and its own free channel, the Roku channel. Now, when you launch it, you'll see free items based on your interests. When you scroll down, you'll see a live TV channel guide. Clicking on that launches free live TV with a grid-like layout that reminds us of Pluto TV. Well, the default view is to all channels, which are divided into streaming TV channels like ABC News Live, Stadium, Pac-12 Network, and then hundreds of channels of music, Spanish language, and entertainment content.
Yeah, the Roku channel is terrific. What we like best about Roku is that it is tech agnostic, meaning it doesn't try to push you toward one streaming app over another. That's not the case with the Amazon Firestick. Like Roku, the Firestick is a plug-and-play dongle device that lets you stream shows on your TV. After you install the Firestick, you can stream content from Amazon or any other compatible streaming service. It's very portable. You can use it with multiple TVs in your home, or you can take it with you on vacation.
And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can access thousands of TV shows and movies for free through Amazon Prime on the Firestick. And one bonus, at least at time of publishing, using Firestick over Roku is that you can get YouTube TV on Firestick. As we cover in our Roku streaming stick review, because of a dispute, YouTube TV is not currently available through Roku. Hopefully this dispute will resolve itself soon, because limiting consumer choice is never a good thing.
Yeah, let's talk about what it's like to find things to watch on Amazon Fire TV. We cover this in depth in our new Fire TV Stick Experience video, so watch that for more details. But basically, Amazon changed the Fire TV Stick home screen. If you're not expecting the changes, it can be a little confusing.
Yeah, now Amazon says this is its most extensive experience update ever.
Yep, the first thing you'll notice is a skinny bar right in the middle of the screen. Moving from left to right, you'll see your profile, a home button, find button, live button, a selection of apps, an option to see all your apps and channels, and then settings. You can have up to 6 apps on that skinny bar on the home screen, and if you don't like the ones that have been preloaded, you can customize it fairly easily.
Yeah, now speaking of the home screen, it also has personalized recommendations and recently used apps. You can scroll up from the main menu to find featured TV shows and movies. Amazon also now lets you create up to 6 profiles. This is different from Roku, and the reason why Amazon can do this is because they are both providing a streaming device and they are a streaming service. Selecting your profile gives access to personalized apps, your watch list, preferences, and settings. Parents can set up kids' profiles with Amazon Kids to filter out non-kid-friendly content.
That is a bonus. All right, continuing on with the buttons in the skinny bar, the Find button is an easy way to explore all the content Amazon offers. When you click it, you'll see category tiles to help you browse content. You can look for what's free, browse by popular categories and genres, and access the App Store. If you have a Fire TV recast, the Library tile is the new home for your watch list, purchases, rentals, and scheduled, existing, or new recordings. So where you used to go to DVR in the old Fire TV layout, you'll now go to Library in the new one. To watch live TV, you click on the Live button.
So on ours, Fire TV recast channels are there, which is where we can watch the local channels we get through our antenna, which, by the way, is a great way to get your locals if you're thinking about cutting the cord. For one upfront cost, you get all your local channels free for life. If you want to know more about that, watch our How to Cut the Cord video. Now, when you scroll down through the live guide on Fire TV, you'll see channels from other apps too, like Sling TV, Pluto, Tubi, and whatever else you're subscribed to.
It is a robust streaming device with access to everything available to stream, but it is busier than Roku's content-agnostic approach.
That's true, John, but does it make Roku better than Amazon? The answer, for us anyway, comes down to whether or not you are a Prime member. The devices are priced the same, they offer similar features, and the ability to stream every streaming service, with the exception of YouTube TV, at least for now. As a Prime member, the Fire Stick puts all of your Amazon content in one convenient place. And the Fire TV Recast is a great solution if you want to be able to record live local content through an antenna.
Yeah, but if all you want is a simple streaming experience with the ability to access one or more of the most popular free and pay TV streaming services, the Roku streaming stick is probably a better choice for you. Watch both of our review videos on the 2 streaming devices and make your choice. Let us know which one you think is best in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that red subscribe button so you can be notified of our new content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.